Hi Reddit. I honestly never thought I'd be posting something like this, but here I am. Buckle up, because this is going to be a long, emotional, and maybe even controversial story. It's a wild ride full of heartbreak, betrayal, love, revenge, and unexpected healing. Let me start at the beginning. For 3 years, I thought I had the perfect relationship. My fiancé, Ryan, was everything I thought I wanted. Charming, ambitious, romantic, and for the most part, attentive. We met at a friend's birthday party, and it was one of those cheesy movie moments where our eyes met and everything else faded. His best friend, Drew, was there too, though I barely noticed him at first. Drew was the quiet, observant one. The guy who stood in the background with a drink, cracking dry jokes and watching everyone else with thoughtful eyes. Anyway, Ryan and I hit it off immediately. Within 6 months, we moved in together. Within a year, he proposed. I thought my life was on track. I had a solid job, a great apartment, and a man I believed I'd grow old with. But perfect things often crack quietly before they shatter loudly. It started small. Ryan pulling away emotionally. He used to text me nonstop during the day, sweet little messages, silly memes, but those faded into silence. I'd ask him how his day was, and get a distracted fine in return. He started working late more often. At first, I believed it. Then it started happening too often, with no real explanation. When I brought it up, he gaslit me. Told me I was being clingy. That I was imagining things. I didn't want to believe the truth, even as it screamed at me. Then came the ultimate betrayal. I found out Ryan was cheating on me with a coworker. Let's call her Brianna. I discovered it through a stupid mistake. He left his phone unlocked, and a notification popped up while he was in the shower. I didn't go looking for it, but the truth landed right in my lap. There were flirty messages. Pictures. Plans. Even jokes about me, calling me the housemaid and mocking the way I cooked or cleaned. I felt like I was drowning in humiliation. I confronted him. He didn't deny it. Didn't apologize. He shrugged and said something like, "Maybe we weren't as serious as you thought." He left the next morning without a word. Just a note that said he was sorry things didn't work out. I fell apart. I cried every night. I stopped eating. My friends tried to help, but I isolated myself. The shame was unbearable. And then Drew showed up. He came by to check on me, under the pretense of picking up some of Ryan's things. But when he saw me, puffy-eyed and shaking, he stayed. He made tea. He listened. He didn't try to fix anything. He just sat with me. He kept showing up after that. Slowly. Carefully. Never pushing. I started to open up. We'd sit in silence for hours, or talk about stupid movies, or listen to music. He never said a bad word about Ryan, but his silence said everything. Over time, I started laughing again. Smiling. Eating real meals. One night, Drew and I were watching a movie on the couch, and I leaned my head on his shoulder. He froze, but then relaxed. He didn't try to kiss me. He didn't move. He just let me be there. But something shifted that night. The next few weeks were filled with tension. Not bad tension, but the kind that makes your heart race. We never talked about it. Until one day, he brought me flowers. Not roses or anything cliché. Just a small bouquet of daisies, my favorite. I never told him that. But he remembered. "I want to take you on a date," he said. "Only if you're ready." I said yes. Dating Drew was nothing like dating Ryan. He didn't flood me with grand gestures or promises. He just showed up. Consistently. Authentically. Gently. He'd remember the little things. Like how I hated cilantro, or that I cried at dog commercials. He knew when to push me to talk, and when to just sit beside me in silence. I fell in love with him quietly, deeply, and completely. People talked. Especially Ryan, who suddenly started messaging me after hearing about us. Saying it was weird and messed up. That I was only with Drew to get back at him. But I wasn't. And yet, the revenge part, that was a bonus. 1 year later, Drew proposed. It wasn't extravagant. Just the two of us, a picnic in the park, and a ring inside a dog-shaped charm, because of our shared love of dogs. I cried. I said yes. When the news got out, all hell broke loose. Ryan lost it. Called me every name in the book. Sent me long, guilt-tripping emails about how I was stealing his life and breaking the code. But Drew? He stayed silent. Calm. Grounded. Told Ryan to leave us alone, and made it clear that he had been the one to betray our relationship in the first place. We got married 6 months later. I married Ryan's best friend. And it was the best decision I ever made. Not because of revenge. Not because I wanted to win. But because in losing Ryan, I found someone who truly saw me. Our wedding was small. Simple. Full of laughter and peace. Ryan didn't show up, thankfully, but some mutual friends did. A few even apologized for not warning me sooner about who Ryan really was. Drew and I now live in a quiet suburb. We adopted a dog. We cook together. We fight sometimes, but we always talk things through. Because real love doesn't shout. It listens. It holds you through your worst and celebrates you at your best. Do I regret anything? Maybe the time I wasted with Ryan. But even that taught me what I deserved. So no, I don't regret marrying his best friend. I don't know what you'll all think. Maybe some of you will call me petty. Or say I crossed a line. But here's the thing, love isn't always clean. Sometimes it's messy. Complicated. Painful. But when it's real, it's worth it.